Y'all doing? If you like reseller content, toy content, like, subscribe, comment below. Been a while, been working a lot, but I'm actually on vacation doing absolutely nothing for the next week, so I should be able to put out some videos and actually go sourcing stuff. But today, ran into two what looks like really good toy bags. I grabbed one because it's got a Donkey Kong in it, and I've never run into a Donkey Kong figure. So I suspect they're going to have some value. And I grabbed this one because he has articulated toes. And if you're going to articulate toes, it's going to be worth it. So let's start sorting these. There's definitely some junk in them. They had quite a few bags. I left a couple on the shelf. They didn't look quite as promising. So we got some kind of super dog. With a Batman logo. I don't know what this could be from exactly. 2021 Mattel. So, a Batman dog. I don't know. We got guy's name. Is it Mr. Freeze? Frozen. Okay. Yep, from Incredibles. So obviously that works. Talking figure. Kind of weird articulation. His knees spin but don't bend. Oh no, they do bend. Okay, never mind. Why do you need a guy's leg to rotate? Hips rotate out. Open hands. I don't know how much action figuring you really do with stuff like this, but talking figure should be alright. We've got Thanos. He's supposed to have, oh, okay, it's one of these guys. My kids actually have this. It's like a bendable guy. He's got these like posts rather than actual true articulation. He's supposed to have like a blast, like a purple blast out of there. Like a pretty good quality Buzz Lightyear. He's got a backpack on. I don't know what other actions it has, because that doesn't stay. It is removable. And we have an item number, so I can actually look this up if I need it to. Oh, okay. Wings fold outward. I don't know if something interacts with this. It's weirdly good quality. 2021, so this must be from the actual Buzz Lightyear movie, I think. He does have like a hole in his hip. So there may have been another piece that would go there, and he doesn't have his helmet. We have Sonic from a McDonald's toy. There we go. Why I grabbed this. Big old Donkey Kong. Got his tie. It's got the built to have this posture. Head forward. The hairdo. Donkey Kong Country. But he doesn't have any markings at all. Usually it would at least say Nintendo. So hopefully I'm not missing something. It doesn't, nothing attaches to a base. So sometimes the base will have the item info on it. And it won't be on the figure itself. I'll have to do some hunting and figure that out. That's a good bag. $6 up on the board, $3 each. Right, so this this was just sitting there, so I threw it into the bag because it was ripped. Like really high quality figure. So articulated toes is why I grabbed it. Just like not articulating toes for no reason. Pants have like an actual texture. This is a I don't think this is removable. I think it's just a textured coat that you can even push in, and it feels like, I wouldn't say it feels like leather, it feels like vinyl, but I don't know who this is. I don't know if it's the new Crow. This one also doesn't have any markings, and it has pegs like it should be on a base. But no way this isn't worth something. It's just really crazy detail on this. Alright, we have vintage looking Ninja Turtle, missing everything. And he feels like a reproduction. And it's 2013, so yep. This is not the ones from my childhood, but reproductions. We got, this is a good quality one. This is Bobby Lashley. He's got one elbow pad. I do really well with wrestling figures. I'm actually guessing this was probably sticking around out back at the store because I bought a lot of them recently, and it's kind of weird this is in here. I bet they found it after a while. So it's not the Elite series. It's just a standard figure. 2 knee pads, 1 elbow pad. I'm guessing he's missing one, but 2017 Lashley. Donald's toy. We have an Imaginext Ninja. I'll probably just give that to my kids because they're gonna absolutely flip. Oh, nice. An Amiibo. Okay. Amiibo Yoshi. I don't know the market on these. I can't imagine they go for a ton, but they're definitely gonna have value. Some kind of like a probably a Leonard Corp guy. China. I'm guessing it's Leonard. It has plastic pegs in the elbows. That's cheap. Plastic pegs everywhere, 2 screws. Yeah, so give that to my kids. Oh, whoops. We've got Superman. I think this is a fast food toy. I've seen this before. Let's say, yeah, McDonald's. Yeah, kids will play with that too. We got a penguin. We have a Minion. Thinkway Toys Minion figure. I have sold those, but I typically need more. Oh, I didn't notice this. Pokemon is sometimes outrageously expensive. This seems really good quality. 2020. I don't know who that is. That's Squirtle? I think Squirtle has a water cannon. That could be a low-key absolute banger. Let's see. Alright, yeah. We'll do this. We'll sort it by perceived value and see how close I am on all this. So first thing up, we got the Minion. I'm assuming he's not going to be sellable on his own. Usually I do these 3 for $8. Although this one looks like better quality, so I figured we'd dig into it a little bit. 11,000 minions for sale. Primarily in groups, and you can see, 8 for $12. Yeah, people, I don't know if this is really petering off as an intellectual property. My kids don't really watch it. They had a movie not too long ago. But they may have oversaturated the market. So these are McDonald's toys. This, you can tell by feel, it's actually something else. It's pretty nice quality. PVC or vinyl. See if we can find the exact one. Like I don't know if he's a karate guy. I don't know anything about Minions. I've never watched whatever they're in. I don't know. I'm kind of not thinking he's going to be worth anything. Let's go to sold. Just out of curiosity, 11,000 for sale. 1,400 sold. That's not terrible. Not great. But looking at like minifigures, sometimes the rare ones can be worth quite a bit. So just in case this is one of those, it would pop up as sold. We'd know to dive a little deeper. I don't know if this is a bathrobe or a gi, is the thing. It's got the wooden shoes, so I'm guessing it's karate. Why don't we put karate, just to see. No, I guess not, huh? Why don't we put purple? Okay, that's a different purple. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be anything, so I'll throw that in my bin and I'll put together some toy bags with these at a later date. So we got Bendable Thanos. I don't think these are worth very much. You know, they're not accurate to the character. They're really very much just a toy meant to be played with, which means it's not going to have a lot of collector value. Nobody's going to be looking for this particular one. So 80 Bendable Thanos out there. I don't have any of the accessories. Looking at $6, 7, 8. Not selling it for under 8. But do people buy these? My kids already have this, so I don't want them to have a second one. 0 sold. Now, what is this actually called, just in case? Bend and Flex. Oh yeah, I saw the box down here. Bend and Flex. Okay. Thanos, Bend and Flex. Oh, 332 now. But do people buy these? No. 1 sold. Yeah. So I guess my kids are going to end up with another one. So that's a lesson learned, though. I wouldn't have expected 0 out the door on these, but there is no collector market on it. They're not even honestly fun to play with. The only advantage is you cannot realistically break these things. You can bend the hell out of them. And yeah, but they don't pose well. They want to fall over a lot of times if you don't bend the leg just right. But yeah, whatever. My kids love 2 Thanos. They can snap twice. I don't know. All right, we've got Ninja Turtles now. Get that all zoomed in. So that's the vintage style of Ninja Turtles. I know what they looked like when I was a kid. They've gone through a lot of iterations, but it's not actually the vintage one. They got no belt, and they look really weird without the belt because they have a line going across their shell on both sides. Look and see. 17 results. I got nothing. $11. I'm probably going to list it for 8. It should go. Basically everything Ninja Turtles will. And it's going to continue going over time, but these are Raphaels. Like, am I misunderstanding that? Oh, no, it's just a weird picture. Okay, I thought that was red. Yeah, alright. So, they are actually selling. That's the actual vintage one. Oh, okay, no. It ignored the fact that I put the year and it's just showing the actual vintage ones. So yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna list it for 8. It should go. Pretty much everything does. All right, moving on. All right, so then we got Yoshi. I don't know a lot about these. When I first started reselling, I picked up a whole bunch of Disney Infinity and Skylander things. And both services, I believe, went offline and everybody offloaded their stuff. And you can still play with them, but it wasn't the same. Like, there's no online community anymore. I don't know what these do, but I feel like they may have a similar demise at some point. I don't really ever hear anything about them. No year on it. So let's dig into Amiibos. We got 923 Amiibo Yoshis. Did I spell it right? I did not. Try that again. Didn't really make a difference. So, Super Smash Bros. Now that's a title that people appreciate. This person has this guy for 15. Interesting. That's a different guy. So this is a Smash Bros. Guy. Alright, so that kind of changes things, but I don't really know what it does. Fact is, we got 900 of them for sale, so the resale rate's really going to tell us what's going on with this. As a reseller, if you run into listings like this, for instance, huge lots, pick your own, things that have like a custom thumbnail, what that means is somebody bought a whole bunch of these. They either started acquiring them at yard sales or flea markets because people were offloading them quickly and they're trying to flip them. Once you see those kind of listings, you're typically not going to be able to beat their pricing. And it means it's kind of the end of an era for some stuff. That's a Squishmallows thing now. Skylander, if you look that up. Beyblades are getting that way. But this could be good. So, let me put Smash in and narrow this right down. So we got 330 of these. $12 was the cheapest I saw, and I would be fine with that. 330 and 160, but look at these lots that are selling. So these gets mixed in. These are people selling different sets of these that they picked up. So what I was just talking about. So it kind of throws it off because it's not Yoshi necessarily. They just threw that in. It's an example. Anyways, so we got one for 12. We got another one for 13. We got one for 9, but it's different for some reason. We got an 8. Got a 10. These are moving, so that's good news. And they're kind of moving for different pricing. I'm just gonna do cheapest I saw was 12. I'm gonna do 10 just to move it along. I did get stuck with quite a few of these style of things, so we're already got our money back. All right, so we got the Batman dog, which I know nothing about. A Batman dog with the year 432 results. His name is Ace, apparently. There's a talking variety, which we don't have. So we just got a regular one. So look at it. League of Super Pets. Didn't know the show existed. We got $10, 14, 12. A lot of figures. Punching figure. 170 on that. Okay. Looked like about $10. And sold one for 12. They're not flying out of here, but I will list it because they are not very common. And as such, we'll just do 8. I don't know how much appeal there really is to this. I don't know if the show that's still around. If there's a collector's market, I'm kind of doubting it though. Alright, so then we got our dude Frozone from Incredibles. 273 talking Frozones. So we got the one in box. Look at that. So Interactables. Oh, okay. Interactive toys, they talk to each other. There's a few different things out there that do this. I mean, it sounds cool. That kind of technology to get your parents in a fist fight at the toy store back in my day. But got pricing here: 18, 15, 12, 9. A lot of these aren't interactables. That's all right. We got enough to go on for the moment. All right, so we got around 10. They're selling in the box. Not selling super well. Now the thing is, even though it's a gimmick, it's interactable, it does talk when you hit the button. And it is fairly well articulated. You could play with it. Doesn't seem to be anybody particularly wanting this one, though. Why don't we try, rather than talking, to Interactables. And that got us to 8. That doesn't really help. Yeah, so maybe this just didn't take off. It can't be new. The movie came out quite a while ago. It could be, you know, sometimes the side characters and stuff like this do really well, and sometimes they don't. I don't remember this guy being really important in the movies, so, you know, they already had the family. Maybe just nobody wants this particular guy. So we're just going to do our usual $8 minimum. We got Bobby Lashley 2017 figure. So WWE makes a lot of figures every year. So we're going to have to track down the exact one. I don't know how popular Lashley was in this year. He's never been super over. I don't know how many different ones they put out. It probably won't be Steve Austin level, certainly. So for that year, 4 results, which seems off. This is Bobby Lashley, right? I'm not... Hurt Business, I think, was his thing. It's definitely 2017. Okay, yeah, that's got to be him. Slightly different pants, and that's the Elite version, which has the moving chest. So he has a few variants then. Moving chest. It's not this exact one. So sometimes the figures will have a year on it, but it doesn't actually correspond to when it came out. Like it gets released later. So we'll just take the year out entirely. And it says Hurt Business, so we'll put Hurt on his search. I think this is the right one. At least very close. 1 elbow pad, 2 knee pads. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these just... Oh, whoops. That was this unsold, huh? Alright, so 26. Yeah, so I don't think he was ever really popular. He was certainly pushed at times, but I was never much of a fan myself, honestly. Yeah, so he's out here. And we already saw the sold. Well, let's go through the broader spectrum that's being shipped overseas. The elite guys obviously are going to go for more. But he's looking like probably a $9 figure. Unless I want to have him around forever. That's the exact guy. $9. Yeah, we will do basic series. Yeah, so we're going to do 9 on him. And he'll eventually move. Did I do that right? Did not. There we go. Alright, so we got Buzz Lightyear. I think this is from the Lightyear movie. His face is a little different than in actual Toy Story. So I put in Lightyear figure wings to narrow it down a little bit. We got 370 results. You can see he's right here. Going for 15. Missing all the same stuff I am. It's tough to narrow it down to the Lightyear movie. We'll see how many of those pop up here. It's mostly the cartoony one. So here's the one with the glass. I'm still not seeing anything attaching to that hip. All right, here he is again. Actually, that's a different one. The wrists are different. There's guys in the movie, and they all kind of look at the same, I think. So, I'm not entirely sure this is even Buzz, honestly. These guys have different stuff on the wrist, but we are somewhere around here. Yeah, that says Buzz. So with the helmet, that went for 13. I do well with these generally. Is this one upside down or is mine on upside? That doesn't look right to me. Well, obviously the jet thrusters are on the top, so they just put it upside down in the picture. See, not everybody knows what they're doing. Not everybody knows more than you. Okay, 12. So I'm just going to do 10 on mine. Buzz stuff is pretty much immortal at this point. Alright, here's the man himself, Donkey Kong. Like I said, there's no markings on this thing at all. Not sure if it's missing a base or if it just... How many? Usually Nintendo stuff is handled by Jakks Pacific. They always put marks on their stuff. So not entirely sure what this is. It's decent quality, but not outstanding. Like if you rotate the arms and legs, they're actually... Arms anyways are hollow up at the top for no discernible reason other than to save a little plastic. You can feel the head is totally hollow, like you can almost crush the jaw. The body pushes in a little bit. You can't tell if that's intentional or not. It's really not at Jakks quality, but we will see. 3,500 Donkey Kong. So we're going to have to narrow this down. That's a similar posture, but the wrong face. He has a tie on, but it's not this tie. So we got to look for the kind of mean mug. So that one looks correct. 2008 Nintendo Donkey Kong action figure. Is that right? I'm having a hard time getting him to stand like they have in the picture. Supersized figure. That's definitely him. So this doesn't say where it comes from either, though. Look at this one. That's definitely our guy. You say in 2008, but we don't really have a way of proving that unless we find a packaged one. Now, we could make the assumption the guy did his homework, but Super Mario supersized collectible. Again, that looks right. The chin up, tie's the same. I'll see in a year. Yeah, see, that makes me nervous. This sticker indicates this is a knockoff. This is like a Temu or Wish style sticker. Banpresto, I've never heard of. And it doesn't say Nintendo on it. It says Super Mario. It doesn't say Nintendo. It doesn't say it's licensed. So this might be bogus, which would explain why it's not labeled as anything. No, I can still sell it. It's not a bad figure. It just kind of makes it difficult to assign a real value to. Yeah, I think this is some kind of bootleg. All right, so I'm just going to go look at the sold ones. So we got 35. I'm definitely going to list it for something. I sold a Pokemon that somebody 3D printed, and it sold pretty quick, actually. So it's going to have value just because people like Donkey Kong. Here he is. No brand, but he went for 14 bucks. I'm not going to do 14 because he is a knockoff. And because the sell-through is not incredible. Yeah, we'll do 10. 10's alright. He's a little heavy too, but I think he'll sell no problem. Alright, so Pokemon, I don't know anything about. Talked about it a few times. It came out when I was a little too old for it, and I didn't have a Game Boy. Otherwise, my life may have been totally different. But this is a Pokemon who is not Pikachu, so I don't know who it is. So I'm going to have to do a little looking here. And here we are. And maybe you knew this, but I didn't know. This is Wartortle. And it looks exactly like this one. So, battle figure. The posture's the same. This one down here. Okay, the arm rotates. Legs move. When the colors are off on that, that could just be camera. So Jakks Pacific, like I said, they do a lot of the Nintendo stuff. That looks correct. So we got 10 bucks. Roundabout. I was hoping for more, but it'll sell and it'll sell fast. So $6.39. Unless there's some Pokemon people do not like. 100. Yeah, so this is gonna move. 15, and we'll just do 10. So, a lot of small items today, but we're not done. We got what I think is going to be the best one out of here. Thinking this is going to be the best one of the lot. That's why I bought one of the other bags. Like a faux leather jacket. You know, different feels to the material. Articulated toes, which is why I grabbed it. I have no idea who this is. It has like weird face makeup. It looks kind of like maybe a Crow reboot, which I didn't watch. Or something from like DC, like some goofy reinvented Batman villain. Really not sure. So we're gonna have to Google Lens this and figure it out. Well, I was half right. It is DC, but this is actually Batman. This is Bruce Wayne as a drifter. So, you know, missing a lot of stuff, obviously. It's supposed to have a motorcycle helmet, a backpack, face masks. And I don't know how into this people would be. I'm not sure which movie this is. The Batman. I think that was the previous movie. I actually do like the reboots, honestly. 2022. Okay. So I don't know how many people are looking for Drifter Batman. But it is a really nice figure. It's going to have some kind of value. So 206. 20 sold. Alright, so that's the base, and that probably has all the info on it. A card, nobody's going to care about that. It stands just fine without the base. So we're looking at 12 there. 8 there. 14. Yeah, these aren't exactly flying. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do 10 on it. Again. Definitely hoping for better. If I had accessories, I'm sure it would have been better. It's just not a... I was hoping it was an interesting thing that I had not seen instead of being like a really odd figure to make in the first place. I don't remember a drifter scene in that movie. I watched it in a hotel during a work event, so I really wasn't paying attention. I must have missed it. For $6, we actually did really good and add a lot of inventory for the holiday season. So if you like reseller content, toy content, drifter, Bruce Wayne content, like, subscribe, comment below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.